Hi there, train fans. Well, I'm here at Bromsgrove in the West Midlands on a beautiful sunny day. I've got the day off work, and a quick glance at the internet told me that 5 or 6 freight trains are expected to pass here in the space of an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that none of them are cancelled, and I hope to get some good footage for you. In addition, of course, to the usual cross-country services and West Midlands Railway trains that are usual here. So, hope you enjoy the video. Well, that one caught me a little bit unawares, a tad early. There was supposed to be another freight train coming over there first. But a little quiz for you. Leave your answers in the comments. How many Tesco containers did you count on that train? Right, I'm going to go and keep an eye out for this next one now. Well, you're looking at a very baffled man here. The one I was waiting for, the one I said was going to come from over there somewhere, I'm told, on real-time trains, has come past while I was stood there. Didn't. Unless it was invisible. Maybe they're doing ghost trains now. But the little bit of information that tells me it went past was in light blue instead of the normal black. I wonder if there's anyone more experienced in this train spotting malarkey can explain to me. Does that mean anything? Don't know. Anyway, back to keeping my eyes open for other stuff. A little change of position now. A train is coming up fast behind us, but if you look into the distance, you will see the very, very start of the famous Lickey Incline. Let's see if we can make any of it out as this train reaches it. I'll be quiet now because you won't hear me for much longer. Try and zoom in for you. So you'll see in just a moment. There we go, the train is just now starting to go up the famous Lickey Incline. One day I'll have to find a spot that is actually on the incline itself. That would be good to see, I think. Well, there's a bit of a lull now in train services, so I've taken a short walk along the road from the station to this bridge. And, if you bear with me just one moment, here we can see the very beginning of the Lickey Incline, which, as I'm sure you all know, is the steepest gradient mainline track in Great Britain. Modern trains cope with this quite easily, but looking back towards the station, it would have been here that famous locomotives such as Big Bertha and the many panniers and such like back in steam days would have been based to act as banking engines. So yeah, a bit of history here, a bit of history. Sadly, I haven't as yet spotted anything that sort of is a monument to that, which is a little bit sad. Anyway, I'll hang around here for a little bit, see if we can get something coming up or down the incline. Well, this little trip's turning into a bit of a disaster. While I was making my way back down from that bridge, I noticed that another one of the trains that I'd come here to see, one of the freight trains, had again appeared as having passed in light blue. It hasn't. Now, I'm not an experienced modern day train spotting person. I'm far more at home with models or on the Heritage Railway, so I really don't know what that means. The only logical reason that I can think of is that the train's been rerouted somewhere else. Second disaster, while I was walking down to the platform across the little bridge up yonder, one of the other freight trains arrived 15 minutes early, and I didn't manage to capture that either. So far we've kind of got half a video of that Tesco train that came early on, but fingers crossed we'll get at least one more freight train before it gets too cold and I make my way home. Well, we're going through a bit of a run of cancelled train services here. In the past 10 or 15 minutes, 2 or 3 that should have come through haven't, due to one reason or another. It's getting very cold now, but within the next 30 minutes, 2 freight services are supposed to pass through, so fingers crossed that they do. Keep watching. Well, there's another local service just coming into the platform behind me as I speak. That cement freight train was bloody lovely. Glad I came for that. The second one that I mentioned, I honestly don't know where it is. The last I can track it, it was in Wales somewhere, so who knows? Anyways, well, you can see the steam coming out of my mouth and I can barely feel my fingers, so I think it's time now for me to call it a day, go and get myself home. Do have a guess how many Tesco containers were on that train, and if you can shed any light on the disappearing freight trains, I'd be grateful to hear it. See you next time. Bye bye.